Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
Samuel Womack III comes in number 31 on the roster countdown with, his numbers changed. He was 26. Now he's back to 0, which is cool. Agent 0. He wore at Toledo. The new NFL rule allows a lot of these things to take place. I love this dude, man. We break down special teams film. We break down every single special team snap over on Patreon and the 49ersrush.com. Every single play. Samuel Womack was my special teams player of the year. Now, obviously, there were others that got accolades for the 49ers. I love this dude. I'm just waiting for him to get more defensive snaps. And we're going to kind of detail what that looks like and where he fits on the depth chart this year. But I have to give credit to Josh, the 49ers guru, did a heck of a job. Background research on this. So if we look at Samuel Womack, he's one of the smaller corners, 5'10", 190. The prototypical size for a Niners defensive back is 6 foot 200. So he's a little bit shorter. He's a little bit lighter, but don't tell him that. He is mean, and he loves to tackle. He's very aggressive. 31 7/8-inch arms, which is why he was available to the 49ers. The Niners do not have minimum thresholds for arm length for their defensive backs. A lot of teams do. He's 23 years old. He ran a 4.40 40-yard dash. He's quick. 1.54 10-yard dash. Awesome. 6.87 three-cone. Amazing. 36-inch vertical. Good. 9'10 broad jump. It's just good. The only reason why he was available is because short arms. He's short, and he's got short arms. So a lot of teams would say, oh, this is a nickel-only player. And he started for the nickel week 1 last year, which a lot of people forget. Niners kept him outside, excuse me, almost exclusively all year this year throughout training camp, preseason, but he's played really, really well. His high school, East English Village Prep, the Mighty Bulldogs, went to play at Toledo, the Rockets, and he's just tough, blue collar. We joked around at camp because during alignment period every day, players take their helmets off, and he just always has his hands on his hips. He's just always got this kind of just upset-looking face. Just looks like Gramps out there, just upset. He's 23 years old, but he just had this face, and it just stuck with us. He just looked like a mean old man, but that's not who he is. And you go through kind of what he's had to overcome to be where he's at. He's a Detroit guy. Him and Ambry Thomas, close friends even before being drafted to the Niners because they played against each other all the time up in Detroit. First team All-City, All-Metro, All-State his senior year in high school. He had 1,000 yards receiving as a senior with 20 touchdown catches and 11 interceptions on defense. Dude's he's a baller. Returned 4 pick sixes, 2 fumble recoveries for score, 16 career interceptions. And whenever he went to Toledo, he was able to work with Hank Poteet. Hank Poteet was in the NFL for 5 seasons. Over 10 seasons. So you're talking about him getting the experience, the training, all these different things. Yeah, he was up and down all last year as far as where he was being played at. When Jimmy Ward came back, that was it. Because, he was competing at that spot. Then Demo took over it, who Demo deserved it. When Emmanuel Mosley got hurt, Demo got put outside and Jimmy Ward took that spot. So it's not like he was losing this because he was playing bad. That's not it at all. The Niners just had some studs at that spot. And if you look at Samuel Womack's rookie year, 15% of all defensive snaps, that's all he got, but 57% of the special teams. Was drafted in the 5th round, pick 172 overall. Finished the year with 19 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, 2 pass breakups. But listen to these snap breakdowns. 164 defensive snaps, 257 special team snaps. And tackling, this is what he does amazingly well. An 85.3 tackling grade from PFF. That's what he does. And he can kind of play all over. They want him outside because of how aggressive he is. But, man, I wish they'd give him some more. I would be fine with – if you told me right now Samuel Womack was the starting nickel, I'd be the happiest guy ever. Isaiah Oliver hasn't cut it, has not played well. We'll see. Maybe that changes. But Samuel Womack's a player that kind of defines a team in their depth because he can do it all. All the special teams he can do. He can play outside corner. He can play nickel. And you don't have to worry about him. He played in every game last year. Every game. And so we'll have to see his path to playing time on the defensive side, but he's somebody that I think the team, the fans, the coaching staff have a lot of value in and trust in. I just don't know what it's going to take to get him on the field. But once he gets there, I'm not sure you're going to be able to get him out because he's got everything that you want as far as what the Niners love from defensive players because he's nasty, great ball skills, athleticism check. He's just there. He is a lunch pail, Detroit-type dude that once he gets in, I don't think you're going to get him out. So I'm excited to see Samuel Womack. He's wearing number 0 out there. You'll see him on special teams early. But, man, I really want to see him get some nickel snaps. We'll see what happens. But for us, we'll just keep counting them down.